Hi, this is your coach Leanna from an Amazing Monday. I was just noticing this weekend, we had a really busy Sunday where we accomplished a lot. We stained the deck, took my son to basketball game. I weeded, washed the car. I mean, endless amounts of chores were accomplished. But what I noticed is at the end of the day, and as I walked and cleaned things up in the yard, instead of, although I felt good about what I was accomplishing, I didn't feel completely good. There was always that hunger to do more. In fact, I could have made a list, haven't yet. I could have made a list of 10, 15, 100 more things that needed to be done around the house and around the yard. This constant hunger to accomplish more. And that's really a human condition, isn't it? This hunger, this drive to do more, be more, have more. And there's a good part of that. I mean, it's led to a lot of improvements in our world, a lot of inventions, a lot of things getting accomplished that make our lives better. But I'm wondering if we're ready as humans to evolve to a bit of a different level because, this hunger, this constant striving can take a lot of the joy out of life. In fact, it turns into almost a crazy figure eight, a crazy cycle from hunger to impatience because we get this idea of something we want to accomplish or something we want to have in our lives, and then we're impatient that it hasn't come soon enough. And then it's back to hunger again when it does come. And then back to impatience again when we have an idea and it's not here yet. It's not coming fast enough. It doesn't come the way we want it to. And it's this constant stress and anxiety. And at a deeper level, at a chemistry level, what our body is calling for is a higher level of serotonin. Because whether we're eating food to solve that hunger, because that raises our serotonin levels temporarily, or whether we're taking a drug, or whether we're falling in love, or whether we're accomplishing something at work, or getting chores done around the house, all of those temporarily raise the serotonin level. But the minute that is done, the serotonin levels start dropping. That's because the only real way that we can keep serotonin levels high is to be present and satisfied in the moment. Most of us, including myself, are not very good at that. So this hunger shows up so many ways. Another example of it, I really notice it when I'm on vacation or doing something that that I've looked forward to. That's a real enjoyable thing. For example, simple thing is a massage. I don't get massages regularly, but so when I do, it's a treat. And so I'm looking forward to that hour of just relaxing. And before I go in there, I'm feeling all the knots in my neck and my back, and I'm just really looking forward to relaxing and having those worked on. So I get there to get the massage, and I'm like, oh, I'm so excited. This is great. I lay down, and then last time I just watched my mind go, saying things like, I wish this room was a little warmer. My face is a little squished in this donut thing. My nose is kind of squished. Maybe if I move my head this way. I wish the music was a little louder or a little softer or not piano or more this or more that. And there's this dissatisfaction that comes up and this hunger for things to be better instead of just relaxing and enjoying the moment. And this shows up so many ways in our lives. And what it does is make us constantly wanting more, 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 whether it's more food, more love, larger collection of cow figurines, whatever you're into, more cats for some people, whatever you're into, that desire for more and more and never being satiated. Makes me think of one of the last things one of my friends said before his death. He said, life just goes so fast. And it does. It really does. But on the other hand, sometimes it feels like it moves so fast because we're not paying attention to life. It's passing us by so quickly because all we're doing is being driven by our hunger, our impatience, and our hunger and our impatience. And so the first step is to kind of take a look at this. And this hunger can show up in people in two different ways. One way is kind of a repressed way, and I've had some clients come to me like this, in a really repressed state of hunger. And that is they're trying to ignore their hunger altogether for fear of it driving their lives, and so they repress it. And they live in a state of boredom, although they may not call it boredom. They may say, I just don't know what I want to do with my life. I don't really have any dreams and aspirations. But what it is they're spending so much energy keeping that hunger down for fear of it taking over that it's squished all the life out of them. And you can tell those people, their eyes are lifeless and dull. They lack vitality and adventure. And it's a really dead way to live. And then there's the other state that I believe most of us, that I see more often than the repressed state, and that is the state of busyness, where you fill your life up with so much to do so you don't look at the hunger. You're trying to not feel it, or you're trying to satiate it by being so busy and accomplishing so much, being on such a treadmill of chaos, anxiety, and stress. And so as you take a look at your life, I'd like you to notice, become aware of where that hunger is, because that's the first step to maybe moving into a different state, a more fun and enjoyable state of life. That state of adventure and joy. So this week, notice how insatiable you are. Notice where that hunger shows up. Notice where you try to deaden it, where you try to satiate it, whether it's through accomplishments, whether it's food, drink, TV, where you're trying to raise that serotonin level in your brain and calm that hunger, that constant gnawing. Notice where you don't feel enough. I don't accomplish enough in a day. I'm not enough somehow. I'm not good enough. Another huge area where this hunger shows up is not being good enough. I need to improve. I need to, whatever it is. Notice where it is and then ask yourself, does it have to be this way? How can I accomplish in life without this feeling of anxiety and stress? Can I enjoy the moment? Can it be enough right now? That doesn't necessarily mean that you're in a constant meditative state doing nothing, but can I do what I want to do and it be enough for right now? That's my question for you. So just be aware, start noticing, be curious in your life. Notice where this hunger shows up, and have an amazing Monday.